Hello world, hello YouTube, and hello to all those Fire Emblem fans. Today is really a great day because Fire Emblem Engage is now out and you can now play it into your PC. So if you don't own a Switch but want to play this game into your PC, then this is the perfect video tutorial for you to watch because I'm gonna teach you where to get Fire Emblem Engage and all of these files here that I have highlighted so that you'll have a copy of it and you'll be able to play it into your Ryujinx emulator. So for those who don't know, Ryujinx emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can play any Nintendo Switch games as long as you have those files here installed into your Ryujinx emulator, okay? So I have Fire Emblem Engage here and I have played 47 minutes of it and it runs quite well. The game will run with no issues, no graphical bugs or anything like that. It is smooth. So I'm going to teach you where to get Ryujinx emulator first, okay? So to get Ryujinx emulator, just type into your web browser Ryujinx emulator and hit search. Ryujinx.org is their official website. Click on the first result. Now go to the download tab here. If you have a Mac, your Mac should be in Mac OS 11 and later version for the Ryujinx emulator to run. And if you have Linux, you can just download the Linux version here. And if you're from Windows, just like mine, you can download it here. So the download and installation process for Ryujinx emulator is straightforward and really easy to do. So I'm just going to skip on this part because anyone can do that and any noob can install these Ryujinx emulator here. So I'm going to assume now that you have already downloaded and installed Ryujinx emulator. So if this is your first installation, then boot it up, run it, and you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files installed into your Ryujinx emulator. So what are those files? These are the files that you need to install. So these are the Nintendo Switch case and the Nintendo Switch firmware. It should be in version 15 so that it will run and detect Fire Emblem Engage. Your Fire Emblem Engage should be in an XCI file format so that Ryujinx will be able to boot it up. So if you're asking me where you can get all of these files, legally speaking, you can only get these files if you have a Nintendo Switch console and that you have modded it and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if you have installed a custom firmware in it, then you can access your Nintendo Switch system files, wherein you can copy your Nintendo Switch keys and firmware. And again, it should be version 15, okay? So you can copy now that files into your PC. In order to get Fire Emblem Engage, you should own the game, you should buy it and have a physical copy of that game, and then you can just digitally back it up into an XCI file format into your PC. So, if you don't own a Switch, or if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod or how to install a custom firmware in it, then I'm just going to save you that hassle and teach you where to get all these files. In order to get all of these files, I'm just going to leave a QR code here wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you will be redirected to the download page wherein you can get all of these files, which is approms.com. So visit that site, and in the middle part of the website, you can get the Fire Emblem Engage XCI file format. The keys and the firmware is in the bottom part of the website, so be sure to check that out. So again, be sure to check out the entirety of the website so that you can get all of these files here. So now I'm going to assume that you have downloaded and have a copy of these files here into your PC. So now it's time to install them into your Ryujinx emulator. So go to your Ryujinx emulator, go to File, go to Open Ryujinx folder, and then go to your System folder. And then open that keys zip file here. And all you have to do is just drag and drop and copy and paste these files into that folder. And again, since this is your first installation, then this folder should be empty. Now close that folder. And now the next step is to install the firmware. To install the firmware, all you need to do is just go to Tools, go to Install Firmware, install a firmware from XCI or zip file, click on that, click on the firmware version, and hit Open. You'll be notified to install the firmware, hit Yes, and it will say System version has been successfully installed. So version 15.01 is the version that you will need to install into your Ryujinx emulator. Now your Ryujinx emulator is now fully capable of booting up Nintendo Switch games. You'll know that it is successful because it will show all the icons for those games into your Ryujinx emulator. Now as you can see, I have Fire Emblem Engage, and now it's time to optimize it for your Ryujinx emulator so that it will run this game with no issues at all. To do that, just go to Options and go to Settings. And in this part, just pause the video and copy my settings here. So be sure to copy everything so that you will have no issues in running this game. The game directories is subject to you wherein you'll put your game, but your game should be in XCI file format, just like my Fire Emblem Engage here, and it should be in NSP file format too. So if you download Nintendo Switch games, it should be in XCI NSP file format because that is the only format that Ryujinx will be able to detect. Okay, now go to input. Now, I'll say that it is better to play a controller rather than your mouse and keyboard because it's really hard to control that using them. So it's better to configure that now with a controller. So go to player one and hit configure. Here, my Nintendo Switch Pro controller has been detected and I have mapped it up. But if you have a PlayStation or Xbox or any controller at all that can be detected in your PC, then you can just map it up according to your liking and hit save. Now go to system, again, just pause the video and copy my settings here. Now go to the graphics tab. This is the most important part of the setting. And graphics pack and multi-threading should be on. Graphics pack and API should be Vulkan. The preferred GPU is your graphics card. I have an RTX 2070 Super here. It's quite dated now, but it still runs the games, the Nintendo Switch games or any other PC games really quite well. So enhancements should be enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale should be in 2x resolution so that the game will look sharper, much smoother, and much better than the native resolution of the Nintendo Switch. So there is a graphical enhancement if you use a 2x resolution. But if your PC cannot handle that, then just use native resolution. But for me, I'm going for 2x resolution. Anisotropic filtering should be auto, aspect ratio should be 16:9, and once done, hit apply and save. Now, your Ryujinx emulator is now fully optimized to run Fire Emblem Engage and all of the Nintendo Switch games into your PC. A little bit of disclaimer, I'm going to show you guys a gameplay of Fire Emblem Engage because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content and they don't want it to be shown in the internet. But if I show you this, guys, in this video tutorial, a gameplay of Fire Emblem Engage, then for sure my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. So to save myself from the hassle, I'm not going to show you a gameplay of Fire Emblem Engage, and I hope you guys understand that part. But as of this recording, this video tutorial, I am willing to show you guys a boot up of Fire Emblem Engage into my PC here. And I'm just gonna blur some things in the screen so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any copyright strike issues regarding their game. So again, please do understand this part. So the game will run 30 FPS and I have not installed any mods of Fire Emblem Engage into my PC here, but it will run quite well with no graphical bugs, issues, or crashes while playing the game. I'm just gonna pause the video now. The emulation now. As you can see, the game is booting up quite well. So if you follow all the steps in this video tutorial, then you'll be able to play Fire Emblem Engage and all of the previous Nintendo Switch games into your PC. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Fire Emblem Engage into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below in this video tutorial and I will try my best to answer all of them. And again, thank you for watching this video tutorial and please do subscribe to my channel so that my channel will grow. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.